Hey guys, what's up? It's Untitled Bob, and today I'll be reviewing the Koribo mini keyboard. This is actually a mini keyboard that works with any of your operating systems, whether it be Windows, Mac, or Linux. Because it isn't driver dependent, it actually has all the drivers built into the USB dongle that it comes with. It's not Bluetooth though, it does run off this USB dongle, it connects to that, so that's sort of a downfall, but I do like this keyboard a lot, as you'll see in my review, and if you want to check it out, it's on their website. It actually retails for $55, and their website is www.koribo.com. There'll be a link in the description below if you want to check their website out and all their other products. So without further ado, let's just go and jump right into my review. Alright, so inside the box for the Koribo Mini, all you're going to get is the keyboard itself right here, and then you're also going to get a user's manual, which is in 2 languages. It just has some short basic information about the keyboard. You don't really need to read this, it's not that important. But also on the back, you're going to get a little USB transceiver or the USB dongle for the keyboard itself. So I guess you can include this as something that you get in the box also, but these 3 things are all you're actually going to get. Alright, so let's take a closer look at the keyboard itself. As you can see, it does have a pretty cool design. It's very small, and it has little indents on this side so that you can actually grip it with your hands like this, so that you can get a good grip on the keyboard, which is always nice. Now we'll start on the back. You get the USB transceiver, and it's got a little slot where you can actually input the transceiver, which is pretty cool. So it'll hold it right there, so if you're going to take it anywhere, then this will stay right in there. It's not going to come out or anything. You can shake it around. It's not going to fall out until you actually decide that you want to pull it out. Now on the back, you're also going to get a on and off button. Once you do that, there will be a light on the front, so you can turn that off. And then you're also going to get your ID button, which syncs this up to the transceiver right there. And then you're also going to get 2 flaps on the side. These hold your AA batteries, so you get one right there and one right there. So this does take 2 AA batteries to charge it and keep it running. Now on the front, or we'll start on the top. On the top, you have a left click button, or a right click button, and a left click button right there. So these are your 2 buttons on the top. And then you have some arrow keys right here. One of them is page up. You have a page up, you have an end, you have a page down, and you also have a home. These are those right there. Then we have a volume up, volume down. We have a mute, we have a play and pause, we have a forward, and we have a backward, we have a back and back. These are your media center controls right here. And then these are your internet controls, which is like forward and backward on your web browser. Actually open up the internet. Your mail button, your Windows media button, and a function button. Then right here, this is sort of our little thumbstick. This controls where the mouse moves, and you can also control like going page up and page down on a web page. So this is actually the mouse control, which is really cool because I've never actually seen like a mouse control on some of these mini keyboards. And then down here, we have our full QWERTY keyboard, and what I really like about these keys is that when you press them down, they actually make a noise, so you can hear that they do click. I like that because it shows you that, yes, the button did click in, so that you'll know that you actually typed out that letter. Now also right here on the top, we have a few more little controls right here. These can be controlled by the function button. If you hit the function button, you can click on these, and we have like my video, my pictures, and open up different stuff like that. So that's really cool that it has those function keys, because most keyboards don't have that kind of stuff. Alright, so now let's talk about some of the specs of this Koribo mini keyboard. Now the battery life is supposed to last about 3 months of time if you're using it for about 2 hours daily, so that is a very long time just for a battery thing. Now when you're not using it, it is going to go into sleep mode, which will conserve the battery power for this, so it can be on and still, you know, saving battery. You don't have to turn it off or right when you're done using it. You can turn it off and then pick it back up, and it'll turn on sleep mode, and so it'll save some battery when you're not using it. It also has a low battery indicator right there, which will tell you when the battery is dead, so that's cool. This does operate on 2.4 gigahertz frequency, so it is going to be pretty responsive. That's pretty much standard for most mice today. So when it's talking about this little mouse right here, this is 2.4 gigahertz frequency, as well as this when you're typing and all that. So that's pretty standard. It is fast, and it is going to be pretty responsive, just like your regular keyboard. Now it does have an effective range of about 10 meters. Depends whether you're like doing it through walls or if you're in an open room, then it's going to have a larger, you know, like area to work with if you're in an open room, but if you're doing this through walls, it won't go as far. But I have to say, this is a very responsive keyboard, pretty cool, great design, and overall great specs. Now, the great features of this are the media center controls up there. It's got the media center, and it also has the browser controls. Now, these are really cool because most keyboards don't have these that I've seen, like mini keyboards or something like this. So this is pretty small, and it's great that it features these media center buttons right here, as well as these internet browser buttons right here, and it packs a lot of different features into one small keyboard. Now I'm going to switch over to the computer, and I'll show you a little bit of a demo with all the keys and like the mouse and all that. Alright, so now I am recording my computer screen as well as my hands on the keyboard so I can show you a quick demo of what this thing is capable of. So as you can see, I'm moving the thumbstick to the left and the mouse on the screen is also moving to the left. Now I do have to say this isn't going to be as responsive as your actual mouse on your computer. This thing isn't as responsive as that. It doesn't move as fluently in my opinion. So don't expect it to do anything amazing like play games and all that kind of stuff. But it is functional. You know, if you're sitting on your couch away from your computer, then you can control it still with this, and it works just fine. It's just not going to be as great as your regular mouse. So as you can see right here, if I do this, that is basically a left click on my computer, so I can left click and select stuff. And then if I do this, this is the right click, so I can right click on programs and stuff. So I'm going to go down here, I'll click on my internet browser, and as you can see right there, it did open up that. And if I go over here, then I can click over to, I don't know, Twitter. So I'll click over here and it'll take me directly there. So as you can see, I can click and it will take me where I want to because it does function great. So that's up there on that. Now I'm going to show you some of the hotkeys or media keys that this has. So if I do this, then it'll turn the volume up and down and change it like that. But if I do this, this will automatically open up my internet browser. So it's sort of like a shortcut key, which is really cool because it'll do that. Now let me go to a different thing. I'll go into Twitter again. Let's go Twitter, and if I do this, this actually has a back key. Then I can go back and it'll take me back to Google. If I want to go forward, it'll take me to Twitter again, which is really cool that it has these sort of shortcut keys. It's great, and it's functional because it's right there. So I like that feature. Now the arrow keys just take you up and down on the page, nothing too much there. That just takes you home and this ends. But basically those are the coolest keys on there, I think, is the internet keys. Oh, also if I press the function button and do this, then it should open up my pictures. I haven't really set it up, but yeah, it'll do that for you. Do that, it'll open your videos, but the function gives you the option to use all these keys right here. So overall, I think this is a really great keyboard. It brings a lot of features into one small compact keyboard, which I think is really cool. It does retail for $55, so it's not actually that expensive. It's not too expensive. And I think overall it's a great keyboard. I can definitely recommend it, and you should go check out their website at www.koribo.com. So go check them out, and I hope you enjoy.